Hey there, my name's Andy O'Neill, and that cowish figure is my friend Kirk Braun. And today we are going to build an automation from scratch for you. The ultimate goal here is to create an automation newsletter that is generated with an automation and using some AI. I can't even
Automation.
long form video, and it's going to be longer than one of my other videos, and it should be more comical based on the way it's starting than my other videos. So let's get started. Hi, Kirk.
Hey, where'd you come from?
I was here starting a video.
You like my new sunglasses?
So I've used befree.io. So here's an example of the email that I created. I've got a header here, and then this section here, and this row here, and this row here will repeat based on the number of items there are. I'm actually going to number these as well. BeFree is free to generate, so you can generate one template at a time, and I basically do that. I generate it, then I copy the HTML, paste it out, and use it for automations and stuff. So I'm going to click export. Oh, I've made 3 out of 6 monthly exports. Apparently there's a limit here. I'm going to copy the HTML. I have my Blue Griffin HTML editor. This is for Windows, but it's actually not available anymore. But it's a really great editor. I'm going to go to new. I'm going to do dual view, and I'm going to paste that right there. And so there it is. Here's the BeFree stuff. I'm actually going to get rid of that.
Delete.
Gonna delete it. Come on. Here, let me find the table that contains that. Not that one. This one? Nope. Let's see. Table. Come on. Which table is this? Oh, here we go. BeFree. Actually, right there. This table data right there. Boom. And it's
the only place you have to delete it out of.
The logo's still there. So I'm just going to get rid of this table row, which is the TR tag. There we go. And there's another table row that's empty now. There, I like that. There's one more row here selected here. Is it that one? That's it. Wasn't so difficult earlier. Here we go. One more here. Oops. There we go. Now we got all the way out of it. So I'm going to save that, and I'm going to save it as actually a automation newsletter. Yeah, we'll save it right over that one. All right, let's go back to my browser, my folder here. Let's open that concept A.
Did we already talk about why we're doing this? Straight into the newsletter.
I just jumped straight in the newsletter.
All right.
We're doing this because we want to create
things.
To automate things. Yes. Sometimes I just automate things to automate things. I want to create a newsletter. What?
I said, no, you don't.
I want to create a newsletter to share make.com related content, and I'm going to use YouTube as the content source. So I'm going to curate a list of videos that are based on make automation and email them out to a list on a regular basis.
So that you don't have to go search for them.
Why not just go to YouTube and get the videos you ask? I'm glad you asked that, Kirk.
That's what I'm here for.
Because I'm actually going to provide you the video captions and an AI generated video outline for each video. So you're going to actually save those away.
You going to show us how to do that?
Yeah, I'm going to show you how to do that.
That's awesome. It's almost like we should be paying for this service.
You can save those away, and you're my friend. You're already paying for this.
I pay by having to be on video with you. Wow, that was rude.
So we're going to save and then when you get the newsletter, you can click and you can download the video captions or the video outline.
Why don't you get the captions from YouTube?
What?
Can't you just get the outline and captions from YouTube?
You can. It's a challenge to get them from YouTube. You actually have to.
So you're saying this is
pain. This is way easier.
I like that.
This is way easier. And the outline you're not going to get unless you generate it yourself with AI. And I'm going to do that for you. Any other questions before we proceed, Kirk?
I'm sure I'll have more.
All right, so I'm in Make, and I'm going to create a folder for that. And I've got folders here you can see. It's a good way to organize your Make stuff. If you don't have a Make account yet, we're going to use that for sure in this video. Just click on this link and you can create a free Make account with the core plan, which is like the starter monthly plan that Make pays for. You can get a month of that for free with this affiliate link. So I'm going to say AI newsletter. I'm going to save that. Oh, and if you'd like to subscribe for said AI newsletter, you can click on this link right here and you can just skip the whole video if you wanted to and go subscribe, or you can check out how we're going to build this. And I don't know how long that's going to take because we've got a hard stop in 2 hours and 15
We
minutes.
will not be on here for 2 hours.
So we're going to, let's see, the first step here is we need to pull in content from this. So I'm using a service called rss.app.
So
And so I've created a bundle, and right now I've got 4 feeds in this bundle. And so we're pulling from Jack Roberts and Nick Seriev, their YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, and then I'm doing a search on AI automation content. And it's pulling all of those into this RSS feed. And over time, I can add more feeds in there. I can curate, I can do some filtering and that kind of thing just to control the content of the newsletter.
and we're specifically looking for make.com content.
Yes. So if you're not familiar with Knack, you can click a link here to create a Knack account. It is like Airtable combined with Softer. So you get the back end and the front end. So you're going to get a little bit of a Knack demo here as well. So I've created a blank app in Knack already, and I deleted out the stuff they put in there by default. First thing I want to do is I want to create a table, and I'm going to call it newsletters. I want a blank table, and I'm building it this way so that if I want to launch another newsletter on another niche or topic, then I can easily do that and use the same automation process that I'm going to build in this one. So right here, we're going to say newsletter name.
Or can you just name it something else and keep it within this table?
Yeah, there was a default table in there. I could have just renamed it and kept it, but I didn't want to confuse. Then I'm going to add a link here. Let's see, RSS feed required, and that must be unique. And open new window. This is just in case I click it, it's going to open a new window. All right, so I've got my first table here. I'm going to go into records and I'm going to create a record. I'm going to call this the make.com automation newsletter. I'm going to call it the make.com newsletter. And I'm going to copy my RSS feed right there and hit submit. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to create my next table, and I'm going to call it, see, I called that one newsletters. This is, what's a good name? This is like the newsletter, tomorrow's newsletter. I'm going to call it issues, save it. Now I want to connect the issues. So I'm going to leave the name, change it to issue name. And I'm going to connect this to newsletters. Each issue connects with one newsletter. Each newsletter connects with many issues. That's correct. And I always like to put my connections first, just so I know they're at the top and it's connecting to something else. So we have an issue name, and then we're going to give this issue subject.
Are you going to be generating unique subject lines for each one?
Yes, I think so. We're going to add a field here. We are now. We're going to add a field here. We're going to do date and time. So this is required. Date format, current date. I'm going to ignore time. And I'm going to set this as the current date. I'm planning on running this once a day. So if there's 3 from the previous day, or if there's 10 from the previous day, that's going to make up one newsletter. I may adjust that over time, but all right, so we have that. We don't have any records here because I'm going to automate the creation of those records. And then I'm going to, new table here. It's going to connect to issues, blank table. And this is going to be video content. This is going to be each video. And we're going to connect this to an issue. Video one to many. Yep, that's right. I'm going to do another connection. I'm going to go ahead and connect this to newsletters as well. Newsletter first, then issue. And then I'm going to do, let's look at our feed here. Let's copy this and paste it in the browser. So here is the title. So we have a title, and then we have our YouTube link. So let's go over here and say video. So we call it title. So we know it's video content. And I'm going to add a field, and we're going to do a link. So this is going to be a YouTube link. It's required. What do we got here? So I don't want the description. We're going to get that from the captions. The creator, it's going to be the channel name. So we'll say channel name. We have date. Let's see, this has date time when I'm in order like that. So we'll do date time. We're not going to do a current date here. And we're going to say time, AM, PM, and we're not going to do a default time. So title, time, like these in arc, like the way they're listed, hierarchy level order is what I'm trying to say. All right, so right here I have the enclosure image URL, and what that is the cover image, which I'm going to use in my email. So I want another link. This is going to be link. So let's go back over here to our data. So we have newsletters, we have issues, we have video content. I want this to be as automated as possible. Issues. All right. So let's go over to make, and we need to do an initial scenario that pulls videos in.
Well, and we're already filtering through the RSS feed for some stuff. So
yeah, we're already, yeah. And if you want to see how to use RSS.app, leave me a comment down below. And if I get enough comments, then I'll do a video on just that. But I don't want to make this video, I don't want to make it 2 hours and 30 minutes long.
and that would be a good, you'd be interested in that video. That's a great app.
So actually, I started this the wrong place. I'm going to add a module. We want to do a search for NAC. And again, I'm building this in such a way I can do multiple newsletters, and I eventually want to do multiple newsletters. So I'm going to search for records, and I've got to add an app here, make, and I'm going to stop sharing while I do that. So I've got my connection to my newsletters app. I'm going to go here to my newsletters object right here. And I want to get everything. So I'm not going to X that filter out. Limits 100, which is fine. So I'm going to run that. And what that's going to do is it's going to get our RSS feeds. There we go. So I'm getting my make newsletter. I'm getting the RSS feed. And I think I really need to add one more field here. I want to add a date and time. I'll do a last checked date and time. And let's see. I want a current date, and so I'm going to go over here. I'm going to manually set this the first time. And I'm going to set this to today, the 9th. Let's do the 8th at 12 p.m. So 2 days ago at 12 p.m. at noon. So that's going to be my starting time for getting videos. So back over here in make, let's run this again. All right. So now there's my starting time for this. So I'm going to connect this.
You have to run it again to pull in that new field, right?
Yes, correct. And I'm going to refresh connection here because it should pull in the actual name of the field. Let me run this again. There we go. So I refreshed the connection and it pulled in the actual name rather than the field name. All right. So over here, I'm going to map the URL, and the URL is going to be my RSS feed URL. And my date from is going to be my last checked date and time. This right here. And my date to is going to be now. So I'm going to check the last time it was checked until now. And let's say I run this every 2 days. Maybe I run this Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That way it'll know how far to go back and check for new videos.
And did you use timestamp over ISO timestamp just because of the formatting of the data?
Yeah, the ISO is at 11 a.m. and this one's at 6 a.m. This one's actually showing in the time zone that I selected. Maximum number of items. Let's do 10. Not sure how many is going to come through on a regular basis. I don't think I want to send more than 10 in an email.
No, not if we want people to read it. So
all right, so I ran this and I got three videos. All right, so February 8th. Let's see, this is February 8th, 2:53, 7, and then today at 2:02 p.m. Okay, so that's good. So I got those three videos. So what I want to do is first thing I want to do is I want to create an issue. I'm going to create a record and the object is going to be issues. And the issue subject line, I don't have a subject line yet, so I'm just going to put, let's see, format date. This is a function. I'm just going to put in today's date in the meantime, and then newsletter. So the record ID is, that's going to make that connection. And then right down here, I'm going to do date time. I'm going to do the same thing as up here. Actually, I'm going to put now in there, and that should give me the date time for right now. Let me save that. Let me unlink this and just run this and see what that looks like. So we have, there's a newsletter. We should have an issue here. Yep, date and time. Let me check here. Oh, I didn't put time in there. I'll put time after all. All right, so let's go back here and let's delete this record. So next we're going to get our RSS items. And the way I'm doing this, if there's no RSS items found, it's going to create an issue with no results. So that may be something we handle down the road, but I'm not worried about it now. Next, I'm going to create another record, and we're going to create our video content. Stop sharing for just a moment till I go find what I'm looking for. I've got access to a private YouTube caption generator that I'm going to use for this just because I have access to it. If you want to see how to download captions or transcripts from a YouTube video using something like Apify, just put comment down in the video and I will, or in the, what am I saying? I can't even talk today. You're not helping me
in
here.
the comments.
In the comments.
You know what?
Put a comment in the comments and I'll
Subscribe.
I'll put that. Yeah, you can subscribe. All right. Let's see here. Let me find this little module that gets me that.
This is Andy's concentration face.
This is my concentration face. All right. I have that mapped, I think. All right. So I have here's my captions. I don't need this. All right. So this is going to get my captions. And then I'm going to do a ChatGPT module here. An AI create a completion. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to Claude because I like doing my prompting in Claude for ChatGPT. So I'm going to say, I want to convert YouTube captions, a comprehensive outline, hire caption file to be used. And I don't want any content change. The caption email should start with each one. And let's see what that gives us.
You need to tell it's for Chat GPT, don't you?
Oh, I do. Oh, let's see. Convert captions. So I'm going to transcript email using Chat GPT. The transcript does not have time codes. I say that because that's what it did down here in our results. I want to create a prompt that converts. It's giving me a box. That's cool though. It's giving me a box to paste them into. That's not what I wanted. Here we go. That's what I want. Let's copy that. Let's see what we get. To make. Okay, so model, let's use 4.0. Actually, 4.0 mini would be better.
And why is mini better for people that don't use much?
Cheaper, I think.
Cheaper.
It's what I use. It's what I like to use. There's newer models I need to look into, but I can't confidently say that would be better to use. So I want to use a role here, and then we're going to paste that in like this. Let's see. All right, paste transcript here. That's going to come from right there. All right, save. It's creating the video outline. And then I want, see, to create a prompt that takes a YouTube caption that takes YouTube caption text and summarizes the summary to focus on the value of the use case in the video and explain to an entrepreneur is this summary to be more, let me see, no more than what, 3 or 4 sentences?
Yeah.
3 to 4, let's say, yeah, 3 to 4 sentences. Identify the core problem, opportunity being addressed, explain the proposed solution, highlight specific benefits, clear, action oriented. Yeah, I like that. Sure, sure. Yeah, why not? Why not? All right, so this is the video summary. All right, video content fields. Let's see, we need a video summary text. And then let's see, we're going to add a link, and this is going to be Captions Dropbox link. So I'm going to save these in my Dropbox. And then I'm going to say outline, what I call outline video. I see Dropbox link. All right. All right. Video summary, video outline. When I do this, I'm going to create a Dropbox folder for this purpose. Smart. Let's see. Upload a file. Stuff, newsletter, shared files. Here we go. All right. So file name.
Once you have multiple newsletters, though, how are you going to keep them? Are you just going to dump them all in the same folder? Or are you going to have separate folders for each one?
Yeah, I'll just dump them in the same folder. And I'm going to give them the file name from the YouTube video. So for example, I grab this. The YouTube video ID is safe for saving as a file name. So I'm going to do a replace function here, and I'm going to put the URL here. Then I'm going to replace this with an empty string. So that's going to take that full URL and get rid of the YouTube v equals part of it and just leave the file, the ID of the video. And then I'm going to save this as, what am I saying? Oh, this is going to be TXT. So it's going to be my captions. Save that. This is going to be load captions. Clone that, put that here. And this is going to be, we'll save this as HTML. So there'll be 2 files with the same name but different extensions.
Gotcha.
So upload outline. And then I need to create, let's see, create a share link. It's going to be path lower, viewer, no expiration date, no password, download yes. Just appreciate it. All right, so it's gonna be our link to download it. Do captions. We're gonna clone this. It's gonna rename link to outline. Be that one there. All right. Okay. Now I think we can create this here. So the newsletter, we're gonna map that. it's going to be step 1 here, our newsletter. And our issue is going to be this one, RSS here. The title is the video title here. The date time. So I'm going to hover this. I'm going to make sure this is a date. You can see where it says it's got date in brackets. That means it is formatted as a date. So that means I can drop it in here safely. Our URL's right here, there and there. Our thumbnail link is media content. There it is. That in there. Save this. Got to refresh this to get my other field. Nope, no, there they are. All right, so my Dropbox, this is my captions. So here's my link to captions. It could be URL. And then right here, link to outline. It's going to be URL. All right, save. All right. Cool. Let's run this and see what we get.
Error.
Stop it. Summary. All right. Outline's going to take a little while. Just first one runs, I can go over here and look at the video content. That first one's probably Jack's video, and
those are longer.
Videos are pretty long, yeah. Let's see, which one is this? Yeah, Jack Roberts. His are usually 45 minutes or so. There we go. No errors. Come on, man. All right, make newsletter. There's the issue. I sold this automation. Yep, good. Videos. Oh, I didn't map the video summary text. Let's see. Thumbnail link. Let's click here. Oh, there it is. That worked. Let's click here. HTML. Look at that. All right. Nice. So I got those before your. It looks like it cut off. I need to clean that up though. I may not have had enough credits.
Might need to increase our credits there.
Yep. Let's stop this.
And we need to go map.
Let's see. Video outline. I remember, I think 4 mini let me keep that blank. Let's go here and get the, let's get the copy data there. I took that limit out, so it should use as many as needed. Yeah, it's not hitting an error. I was just making some models that doesn't work for. So let that run. All right, so this is still running. Not thrilled by that. Did it time out? Okay. First of all, there's a name for this thing. This markup here. What's that called? HTML code tag. All right. I don't want HTML code tag. All right. Let's see. Go to our prompt. Actually, let's go back to Claude. And let's say to this one. Update this to not include the following HTML. I don't want a head tag. I don't want a meta tag. I don't want a title tag. Don't want a body tag. And I don't want an article tag. All right, that's good. Copy that. Copy that. And what was this? Good on that? Yeah. That was the same. All right. Save. Oh, and I need to add my summary text, which should come from there. Go. All right, save. Save. And then
did you map the description? Wasn't that what we needed to do? Or did you already do that?
The summary I did.
Summary. Okay.
Yeah. Everything's mapped. Yep. And then I want to do how many records? I just have, I could have multiple records. So I'm going to do a router here. And I only want this to run one time. So I'm going to say total number of bundles equals the position. In this case, it's only going to run once anyway, but I want the number equal to. So that means this is only going to run the last time. So if it finds 3 newsletters, it's going to run when the total number of bundles, which is 3, equals the bundle position, which would be 3 for the last one. And then I'm going to update this record. Object is going to be newsletters. And record ID is going to be mapped from step 1. And I want to do last check date and time now. So that'll set it for the next time around. And then So this is going to be our, let's see, automated newsletter 1. And then I'm going to go in.
Step 2.
Yes, it's time for step 2. Start sending some stuff.
Did you put it in? I don't think you put it in a folder, did you?
Yeah, I created a folder. I was like, this is how you create a folder.
That's right.
AI newsletter.
Hey, I think it was in the AI newsletter folder.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for that. All right. So
named Make AI
newsletter step
1, 2, 3.
Do a webhook. I'm going to do a custom webhook. Name the webhook the same as this. Save, copy, save. All right. Reason I'm doing that is I'm going to fire, once this is all done, I'm going to fire that second scenario as a webhook. Right here, HTTP, make a basic, I want to make a basic request, make a request. That's what I want right there. I'm going to paste my webhook there. I'm going to post, and then I'm going to see here. This is my issues. I really want that record ID. So the record, just to go there. Because I want to send that record ID to the next scenario. So I make sure I get that issue and create it. So I'm going to add a query string and I'm going to say issue ID. And I'm going to send that right there. And that's going to the same spot. I don't want that there because I want this to run for each bundle because each bundle is a different newsletter. So yeah, that should be right. All right. So let's go over here, NAC. See how much video content we have. All right, so we have two videos in here. Go back and get that summary text and just fill it in here. I want to work on the second scenario and get it working, then we can run the whole thing. So to get that text, I'm going to go back here to our last run right here, the one that has 24 operations. Video summary. So the first one here is Jack Roberts. I know Jack, so that's why I'm calling him by his first name. And the second one is from Nick. I don't know Nick, but he commented on one of my videos once. Same thing. We're tight. We're like this.
Like that.
All right. Now we're gonna so we're gonna go over here and I'm gonna get the issue. Here's the issue ID right up here in my URL. I'm gonna copy that and get these out of order. Back to my diagram. I'm gonna right click on this, run this module only, paste that there. Let me run this one first. Hit OK, and this should send right there. There's my issue ID. All right. So now we're going to go to NAC and we're going to search for records.
So in step 1, we gathered the information for the newsletter. And then step 2,
we're going to start building it. So here is my newsletters app. So I'm getting the video content connected to our issue, and our issue is going to be this ID from our webhook. So that's going to get all the video content connected to this issue. I'm just going to run this, paste that in to test it. All right. So I want to do a subject line that kind of pulls pieces of the different videos, aggregate these. Let me do a text aggregator. And so my source is going to be the NAC module. And I'm going to get all of the newsletter titles and I'm going to do a new row between them. So it's going to take all the newsletter titles. Then I want to do a ChatGPT and summarize it into one title. So let's go over here, do a new chat. Create a ChatGPT prompt that will take multiple titles from multiple YouTube video titles and create a email subject line from those titles. I want the title, the subject going to be max length for email subject. Well, the max is 990 characters, but I don't think we want to go that long.
Not if you want it to show up in their email without being cut off.
Personalization free. I want a length 30 to 50 characters. 4 to 7 words. Let's say 7 words. And the subject line should be no than, say, 9 words. You okay with that?
Sure. It's just depending on the email client, it'll cut off a couple.
Said that right?
Yes.
There we go. That's what I want. Go pay. Oh, I'm out of free messages. I hope we don't need to do any more prompting. All right. Text aggregator. We're going to go open AI, create a compilation, model 40 mini tokens. Shouldn't take too many tokens anyway. Add a message. User. All right, insert YouTube titles here. So those are going to come from that. Create 3 different subject line options. No, I don't want 3 different subject line options.
Create one, not options.
Yeah, let's just do one. The output the
Best
of the 3 with no other text, or I'm not sure I'm going to love how that comes out, but let's just
You're giving it a little bit too much free reign there.
Yep. Let's go over here to our video content. Let me get some titles.
Right there. Nope, left.
Did I not? That's the text. Left. Oh, there's the title. Whoo, I was going to say, did we not?
Good job.
We're proud of you, kid.
Hey,
thanks.
We're coming up on an hour and a half now, so I'm just putting that out there.
Really? All right, we'll just keep on going. Let's see here. Let's go. All right, unlock 997 automation secrets.
Yes.
All right, that'll work.
I was really actually looking for $998 a month automation secret.
Yeah, I know. This isn't enough for you.
You're falling short by $1. So
I know it. All right.
No.
Let's go back here. Clone. All right. So we're going to get all of those video items again. Now we're going to start assembling an email. Back to, there it is. All right. What I need to do, I'm going to inspect this. I'm going to turn. So I've got, close this up here. I've got row 3, 4, and 5. Actually, yeah, I want 5 too, because I want that after each one. So row 3, I'm going to right click and I'm going to copy and get outer HTML. And so we're going to go here. We're going to do another text aggregator. And our source is going to be number 5. I'm going to paste that in there. All right. So now this is going to be our first section. Let me go ahead and go back over here and get the next one. Copy outer HTML. Oops. Can't get the right tab. Paste that there. And we're going to go back one more time. We're going to get this one. Copy outer HTML. Okay, so now we need to do some replacing text. Let's see. I've got an image up here somewhere.
What if it pulls more than 3 stories?
So we've got these 3 blocks of text are for every video.
Oh, okay.
So this will repeat only as many times as needed to get the text. All right, so let's go over here. We're going to copy image address and let's search for it here. All right, there's the image address. That's going to be our YouTube image over here. YouTube link, YouTube thumbnail, URL right there. And here's our alt text, which was very long there. I'm going to put the title in for the alt text. Let's see, here's our title. I didn't put the counter in there. I'm going to hold off on the counter since we're running short on time. I'll put that back in there if I have time. Here's the summary, video summary. And then we've got see, what's our summary? Video captions. Load video captions. Download video captions. All right, where's my A tag? Can't spell download. There it is. All right. Okay, there's the first one. So this one's going to be our, which one is this one? Video captions. So captions, Dropbox link, URL right there. Now let's go find our next one. We'll place that hash with our outline URL. Sweet. And that should be it. Save. All right. So now let's go in here and create a campaign. All right. Got MailChimp. All right. Our campaign title. Oh, we got a title, didn't we? Let's see. We did campaign title. My list is going to be AI newsletter.
And you don't have to use MailChimp, right? You can use almost any.
You have to use MailChimp. No, I'm just kidding. No, you don't have to use MailChimp.
Does it need to be a campaign to send an email from MailChimp?
I just want to make sure creating one doesn't send it. I don't think so. No, I think I have to actually send it. Create it. We'll go from there. Okay, so I'm going to get, I think you asked me a question. I don't know that I know the answer to that yet.
TBD.
TBD. Great way to say that. All right, let's see here. Copy all that. I thought I had Blue Griffin open. Oh, I do have it open. All right. So I want to get, this is table row 2. I want to get all of this to the top. I'm going to copy that. Let's see, I don't want here. So in my HTML, I'm going to paste that in there. And then I'm going to paste the rows of my newsletter. And then I want, oh, here I got a date to put in here. We'll have to do some other stuff. Row 5, row 6. Be that. Because we did 3, 4, 5, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh, wait. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, then we went 6. All right. So go back here, put that underneath it. All right. So we've got a date to fix here. Let's save that. Newsletters object is issues, and our record is going to be right there. All right. So issue, this is get video content. Oh, that content. All right. So we have text aggregator here. So now we're going to go back to our MailChimp and we're going to search for February 2nd here in our HTML. So I'm going to go right here and I'm going to search for make.com date time tokens. I've already got that in my search history. So what I want to do is I want month. I want the full month. So that's going to be MM. So I'm going to do I'm going to get rid of this format date. I'm going to drop my issue date in here. Do MDO, I think is the day with ordinal. So I want it's the week day with ordinal. So the first, second, it's lowercase do, comma here. Close that function. So that'll format that date for me based on our issue date. There's our text. All right, I'm going to save that. Save that. All right, this is going to be fun.
Are you ready to run it?
Let me get my issue record ID again. And let's run this. Right click on this, run this module, paste the ID in. There it goes. Oh, let me open MailChimp here.
And it's supposed to just be creating the email, right? In MailChimp, not sending it.
I hope so.
Well, there's no one in your newsletter group, right?
There's no one on the list anyway. So it's all good. Campaigns. Oh, look at here. All right. Create the campaign. There's our subject line, or our campaign name, rather. All right. Look at that. Look at that. So let's preview. Awesome. Awesome. Look at that.
Oh, wait, go up. Did it number them okay?
I didn't add the numbers.
Oh, okay. Okay. That looks good, though.
And these are actually in the opposite order. Jax is the newest one. Oh, you know what? I didn't link these. There's a thing I need to fix. Okay.
What-
So let's go back over here.
Are you saying you wanted to link the thumbnail to their video?
Are you messing with me? Are you messing with? All right.
Why
So
would you
1
want to do
a.m.
that?
This is the night. Yeah. See, okay. So get video content. What I need to do here is this one doesn't matter. This one does. I need to sort this. My sort is going to be on the video date. Let's see.
You want newest first,
Yeah,
or
date, time, and I want newest first. Yeah. So it's going to be descending, right? Yeah.
I don't know. I always got to try each one to see if it's how I want it to be.
Yeah. I think it's descending. Descending would be like 100 to 1. So it'd be like today backwards. All right. So now let's see. You know what? Do I have a bundle order number? I think I do. Ooh, I do. I have a bundle order number. So I was going to do a counter to count these, but I don't need that because I have the bundle order. So here's the title. So I'm going to do bundle order position 1 dot space, and then that will number them. Yeah, that was easier because I was expecting, because I could put a counter in here that says 1, 2, 3, but it's already done because it's coming from NAC that way. All right, so let's go over here, and I've ordered them and I've numbered them.
Link the
So,
thumbnails though.
oh, I got to link the thumbnails.
Yep.
I knew I was forgetting something. All right, here's the thumbnail URL, and that ends there. Okay, so we're going to go ahref, and just so I don't forget it, I'm going to go right there. Okay, so my link is going to be the video link, YouTube video link right there, URL, target blank, just a little bit of HTML here. Had I put that in the original thing, I wouldn't have to put it here, but I forgot it. All right, so there's the close, and the, let's see, I'm just going to copy that, and that's the title for the alt. Here's the title here. Wrap that around the title, and then do my closer off. All right. Save. All right. Let's run this again. So let me go this in a different tag. Should be able to delete this. Yep, delete. All right, let me get the ID here. Run that. Run this only. Okay. Refresh. There it is. Unlike 9 automation secrets for your success. Let's click on that. There's the subject. Yep, we'll insert a footer. That's fine. That's what I want. Okay, we got, so preview. All right, this one's first. Good.
And linkable.
And linked to the right spot. Download video captions. Really? Can I really download video captions from
That's
here?
so cool.
That is so cool. Outline. See if the outline. Yep, I sold this for. All right, I still got that thing in there. Let's see. Workflow. That's still short.
So
Did I
too.
I don't know that I reran that after I fixed it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I did.
That first leg.
Yeah. All right. I don't love the links being blue, but that's okay. And here's my footer. Good. I want to make sure this is the right captions. Nick here today. Yep, that's right. Let's look at, didn't look at this caption earlier. Yeah, I don't think we ran this fully to get those. I'll probably come back to do is put something at the end here so that it just doesn't end with a horizontal line, like some text. Hey, actually,
like what's at the top. What did you cover that at the top there? That stuff about there's like a co-build collective thing.
Yeah, so the Kubo Collective community, if you want to join that, you can click here and check out the description if you want to book a call with me. If you want to book a call with myself to help with your make automation, if you'd rather
meet with Andy and you won't have my superb
commentary,
unless you want to pay extra for that, I can get on there and make jokes about Andy while you're doing make scenarios.
But that's pretty much ready to go. I got a little bit of cleanup here from my for who it's from for the email, but I'm really happy with the way this has worked. The other thing I can do because I think I need to send, I don't know if I can send this from MailChimp. That's one thing I have to check. But I like this link here. I'm
without
going
a
to go back
subscriber.
here and I'm going to send myself a Slack message. Create a
Tell
message.
people about Mandrill. You could probably send it out through Mandrill, right?
Mandrill is a transactional. Yeah, I can send it to me in Mandrill. Yes, a link to check it. Let's see. Let's go to Weblytica. Enter from a list. I'm going to do direct message, and that's going to be to Andy. All right, a new newsletter campaign, MailChimp campaign has been created. Click here to approve and send. So I'm going to paste that in there, and then my ID. I just looked at my ID. Let's see. 63. Oh, web ID right there. So there's different campaign ID and the web ID. That's the ID I want. And so I'll send that there and hit save. Didn't like something. Sometimes you got to hit save twice to make happy.
And then you got
So
to pat your head and rub your belly, and then make is okay.
I'll send that to me. And hey, I got a Slack message from me.
Those are the only Slack messages Andy won't complain about.
Okay, so right there is my link, and I can click on it, and I should go directly to that.
That
Can approve it, and I can send it. And that might actually be complicated, little enough friction that I'll actually do it each day. Let's not push it. All right.
I'll still have to remind him, but yes.
So I'm going to clean this up. I don't want to run this every 15 minutes. I want to run it every day. Let's see. Let's say let's do 7:30 a.m. So this will run at 7:30 in the morning, which will give it a chance to run. It'll send me a Slack. When I get down to my office, I'll be like, yeah, it looks good. And I can hit the button and send it off. Actually, it's not. I didn't update that. What I'm trying to say is this is going to update the last checked. I didn't run it through there. So this is the 10th. I do want to back this up a little bit. Let's go to the 9th. Let's do 12:30 a.m. Just so make sure we get plenty in there. I want to like to debut this tomorrow to myself and Kirk. But I want to start running this process through and just to make sure we're good to go on that. How are we going to get people on our list?
Do you want to fix your email first with the bottom portion we were talking about, or no? You're going to forget to do that. I'll remind you later.
I'll do that in. And I got a couple. I got to change my webhooks and stuff because they're going to be on the video. So I'll do that later. So I'm on my website. I'm going to go to Ninja Forms and I'm going to click blank form, first name, last name. And I'm going to put this in a little pop-up that's been doing so well on my website. First name required, last name required, email required, best email. Done. Publish on that. Automation, newsletter, subscribe, publish. I'm going to change this to subscribe me. All right, publish. So now I got to get this over to Make so I can get it over to MailChimp. So I'm going to copy this here. And we're going to go scenarios, AI newsletter. Oh, I need to turn that on. Create new scenario. We're going to call this step 3, subscribe. And let's see, we're on a webhook, custom webhook. Copy that, add, save, copy, save. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to emails and actions, success message. I'll fix that later. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want to add. Now, if you're using Ninja Forms on WordPress, I use the Zapier connection or action. The reason is I don't have to format it. It just sends all the data and you can send it to Make webhook just as well as you can send it to a Zapier webhook. So Make webhook and done. Publish. All right, so I'm going to preview the form, go over here and run this. Got data over here. So I'm just going to do a MailChimp.
Add them to the list.
Subscribe. Add update subscriber. List ID is going to be the AI newsletter. Need to change that to automation newsletter. But anyway, first name, last name, email address right there. Create a customer or update an existing one. Yes. Subscribed. Language, English. Tag. I'm going to give this a tag and I'm going to call it automation newsletter.
And you do tags because those are an easy way to look people up in MailChimp.
Yeah, it's better to segment with tags than to create different groups. So if I launch another newsletter, I will use this same list. I probably need to rename it. But so let's say I do actually this should be a make.com newsletter. That's really what this newsletter is about, is make.com. So if I do one on N8N or Zapier, or we do one on marketing or something like that, I can tag them and people might subscribe to multiple and they can still be on one list. It's better to manage that way. Save. All right, we're going to save auto align. We're going to run this and I'm going to subscribe myself.
Those website pop-ups.
I know. Those are the worst. That's my real email. If you want to email me, feel free to email me. Just be nice. Don't pitch me. If you want help, email me. All right. So let's go over here. And
you need janitorial services.
Stop it. I don't need janitorial services.
We've got a special running in your area.
My wife might be interested in that, but all right. All contacts. Oh, there I am. I'm subscribed. Here's a tag, make.com newsletter. And the sort, it still says integromat. That's funny. They haven't updated that from the API call. But so now I'm subscribed to my newsletter. And then tomorrow I'll have at least 2 subscribers.
Woohoo!
This newsletter.
I can sign up with 80 email addresses, so then it'll look like you have more.
Because that helps how?
It'll make you feel better.
Okay, if you say so. So that is start to finish. We gathered the information from an RSS feed. We stored it away in NAC. I just like knowing what's been sent out over time and that kind of thing. We grabbed the captions from the video. We've generated an outline to give to the subscriber because that's just an extra bonus. Why subscribe to this unless you get something out of it? What you get out of it is I'm spending ChatGPT tokens for my subscribers so they can get an outline of this and they can also get the captions super easily. And you could probably, because this is structured, you could probably automate and find all the captions and store them away automatically when you get the email. You're getting emails that are valuable to if you're a make.com user. And I've showed you how to create the subscription form and how to put that email together. So I hope this video has been enjoyable. It's been fun for me to build. I know it's been fun for Kirk to watch.
It's outstanding.
And hit me in the comments with questions. And so I hope this is valuable, watching this start to finish, and just something that you can learn from. I'm happy to help you. If you're watching at this point, then
you get an award.
Thank you so much. But happy to help with your make projects, weblytica.com. And leave me a comment. Like it. Leave me a comment. I really like getting comments and getting feedback on these videos. Hey, Kirk, thank you.
He likes criticisms too. So if you have any criticisms, down below.
Thanks for that input, Larry. That's helpful, Larry.
I like criticisms too.
If you, again, if you're still watching, check out this video for my make playlist tutorials. And you can click here to subscribe or here. And we'll see you next time.